Are you tired of living paycheck to paycheck? Welcome, friends. Today we are diving into a topic that hits close to home for so many, breaking the paycheck to paycheck cycle. This is not just about surviving, it's about thriving, about gaining control and certainty in an uncertain world. While you're here, do us a favor, like this video, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to turn on notifications. Stay tuned if you're ready to take the first step towards financial freedom. Understanding the cycle is the first step to breaking it. So let's delve into the paycheck to paycheck cycle, its impact, and why it's crucial to liberate ourselves from it. Imagine you're on a hamster wheel, running constantly but not getting anywhere. That's what living paycheck to paycheck is like. You're working hard, earning money, but it seems like you're merely existing, not progressing. You're caught in a cycle, a loop of earning and spending, with no room for saving or investment. The paycheck-to-paycheck cycle refers to a financial situation where an individual uses their entire paycheck to cover living expenses, with no money left over for savings or emergencies. When the next paycheck comes in, it's immediately consumed by bills and necessities, leaving nothing for the future. This cycle continues, paycheck after paycheck, month after month, year after year. This cycle can affect anyone, regardless of income level. It's not just about how much you earn. It's about how you manage what you earn. High earners can find themselves in this cycle if they have expensive lifestyles, while low earners can escape it by managing their finances wisely. The impact of living paycheck to paycheck can be severe. It leads to financial stress, as there is no safety net for unexpected expenses. It can also limit your ability to plan for the future, whether that's buying a house, starting a family, or saving for retirement. Breaking free from the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle is important because it gives you financial freedom. It allows you to save for the future, handle unexpected expenses, and make choices based on what you want rather than what you can afford at the moment. It's about taking control of your financial life and breaking free from the constraints of living paycheck to paycheck. Understanding the cycle is the first step to breaking it. It's about recognizing the patterns and behaviors that keep you trapped. And once you understand the cycle, you can take steps to break it. Now that you understand the cycle, let's dive into the steps to break it. The first step to breaking the cycle is analyzing your finances. Now, I know that might sound like a chore, but trust me, it's an essential part of the journey. To chart a new course, you need to know your starting point. This means taking a good hard look at your income, your expenses, and your debts. Let's start with income. This is not just your monthly paycheck. It includes all the money coming into your household. Maybe you have a side gig or freelance work. Maybe you receive alimony or child support. All of this counts. Add it up and write it down. This is your total monthly income. Next, let's tackle expenses. This includes everything you spend money on in a given month. Start with the big things like rent or mortgage, utilities, groceries. Don't forget about the smaller things though. Those daily coffees or weekly takeouts can add up. And remember, honesty is key here. No one is judging. This is about understanding where your money goes. Lastly, we're going to look at debts. This includes credit card balances, loans, and any other money you owe. Write down who you owe, how much, and what the interest rate is. This will give you a clear picture of what you're up against. Now take a step back and look at what you've written down. This is your financial snapshot. It might be a bit overwhelming, but don't worry. Knowledge is power, my friends. By understanding your financial situation, you can begin to see where changes can be made. Perhaps you notice you're spending a lot on dining out. Maybe you see that high-interest credit card debt is eating up a big chunk of your income. Whatever it is, identifying these areas is the first step towards making a change. As we move forward, we'll tackle each of these areas, creating a plan to help you break the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle. But for now, give yourself a pat on the back. You've taken the first and often hardest step. With a clear understanding of where your money goes, you can start making strategic decisions. Budgeting is your roadmap to financial freedom. It's the compass that guides you through the jungle of expenses and income, helping you navigate towards a life beyond living paycheck to paycheck. Think of budgeting as your very own financial GPS. It's not about limiting your spending or depriving yourself of the things you love. Far from it. It's about understanding where your money is going and making conscious decisions about how you want to spend it. So how do you create a realistic budget? Start by listing out all your income sources and expenses. This includes everything from your salary to your monthly subscriptions. Be thorough. No expense is too small to be accounted for. Next, categorize your expenses into needs and wants. Needs are the essentials like rent, groceries, and utilities. Wants, on the other hand, are discretionary expenses like dining out or that new pair of shoes you've been eyeing. This distinction is crucial as it helps you prioritize your spending. Once you've done this, it's time to allocate your income to these categories. A good rule of thumb is to follow the 50-30-20 rule. Allocate 50% of your income to needs, 30% to wants, and the remaining 20% to savings and debt repayment. Now, let's talk about savings. Savings are your safety net. They're what will catch you when unexpected expenses come knocking. They're also your ticket to future financial goals, like buying a house or starting a business. Start small. Even saving 5% of your income can make a significant difference over time. The key is consistency. Make saving a habit, not an afterthought. Automate your savings if possible. This way, you're saving without even thinking about it. In the end, budgeting is about making your money work for you, not the other way around. It's about taking control of your finances and steering them in the direction you want. Remember, a budget is not a restriction, but a tool for financial independence. Debt can be a significant roadblock on your path to financial freedom. It's like a persistent storm cloud, always hovering, threatening to drench your financial dreams in a downpour of worry and stress. But don't fret. There are strategies to manage and eliminate this cloud, bringing back the sunshine of financial stability. Let's start by understanding the importance of debt consolidation. Imagine having a dozen different bills, each with their own interest rates and due dates. It's like trying to juggle while riding a unicycle. Debt consolidation simplifies this process. It combines all your debts into a single payment with one interest rate. This not only simplifies your finances, but often results in a lower overall interest rate. It's like trading in that unicycle for a comfy recliner. Another strategy is the snowball method. Picture a snowball rolling down a hill, getting bigger and faster. That's exactly how this method works. You start by paying off your smallest debt while making minimum payments on the rest. Once that's cleared, you move on to the next smallest debt, and so on. As you clear each debt, you're not just reducing what you owe, you're building momentum, making it easier and faster to tackle the next one. Then, there's the avalanche method, ideal for those who have high interest debts. It's similar to the snowball method, but you start with the debt that has the highest interest rate. By clearing these first, you're reducing the amount you'll pay over the long term. If the snowball method is about momentum, the avalanche method is about strategy. Remember, these aren't quick fixes. They require commitment and discipline. It's like running a marathon, not a sprint. But every step you take towards reducing your debt is a step towards breaking the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle. And don't forget, you're not alone in this journey. There are numerous resources and professionals who can offer guidance and support. Reducing your debt load is crucial in breaking the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle. And with these strategies, you're well on your way to crossing that finish line. So let's continue this journey together, towards a future of financial freedom. Breaking the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle is not an overnight process. It's a journey that requires a good understanding of your financial situation, a firm commitment to budgeting and saving, and a strategic approach to managing debt. Each of these steps, while challenging, are crucial to help you gain control over your finances and ultimately break free from living paycheck to paycheck. The first step is to analyze your finances. This means understanding where your money is coming from, where it's going, and identifying areas where you can cut back or save. It's all about being honest with yourself and taking an objective look at your financial habits. Next, we talked about budgeting and savings. This is the cornerstone of financial freedom. By creating a budget that caters to your needs and sticking to it, you're actively taking control of your financial future. And remember, every penny saved is a penny earned. Then we delved into debt management. Paying off debt can feel like a daunting task, but with a clear plan in place, it's absolutely achievable. Whether it's consolidating your debts, negotiating lower interest rates, or simply prioritizing high-interest debts, remember that every effort counts. Throughout this process, patience and consistency are key. It might take some time to see significant changes, but don't get discouraged. Every step, no matter how small, is a step in the right direction. Remember, every step you take towards breaking the cycle brings you closer to financial freedom.